Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Friday, June 13th. Today marks the release of our English language, the Phuket News newspaper, as well as our Thai language sister paper, Kao Phuket. Grab your copy at locations around the island. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. A bomb threat was made involving an Air India flight en route from Phuket to Delhi, which prompted an emergency landing this morning. The call came in at about 9:30 a.m. this morning as the Flight Control Center at the Phuket International Airport informed authorities that the pilot of Air India Flight AI-379 to Delhi had reported a bomb threat discovered during the flight. The aircraft had been carrying 156 passengers on board and was immediately diverted back to the island. The airport contingency plan was activated in response, with emergency protocols mobilized and all necessary safety and security measures taken, according to the operator of the airport, the Airports of Thailand. So far, no further details about the nature or the ongoing investigation have been released by authorities. Stay up to date with this story at thephuket.news.com. 4 days after he was first reported missing, authorities finally found the body of 28-year-old American Dane Johnson among the mangroves at Koh Red off Phuket's east coast. The American national's body was found at about 2 p.m. on Thursday on the southern shores of Koh Red, about 3.5 nautical miles or 6.4 kilometers from where he was last seen aboard his uncle's yacht, Demarest. He had been missing since early Sunday when he was reported overboard from the vessel, which was anchored near Naka Island at the time. The alarm was raised after the Maritime Emergency Hotline was informed of Mr. Johnson's disappearance at around 4 a.m. last Sunday. Despite an immediate response by local police and marine authorities, no trace of the man was found that day. An extensive multi-day search operation ensued, with multiple agencies involved, led by the Thai Maritime Enforcement Command Center Region 3. They were dispatched to Khon coastal areas from Cape Yamu to Lembang Rong and other nearby islands as well. The Thai MECC-3 confirmed that the body will be transported ashore for a full examination to determine the cause of death. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The possibility of ex-Premier Toxin Shinatan being resentenced to prison have increased today as the Supreme Court summoned over 20 witnesses to appear at 6 hearings scheduled for next month, all to decide if he actually served his prison sentence. This morning, the Supreme Court in Bangkok held their initial hearing on the case to determine if Thaksin, the political power broker believed to be behind the ruling Pheu Thai party, ever served his prison sentence while at the Police General Hospital. The case stems from his first stint as premier back in 2006. He was sentenced in absentia to 8 years in total after being found guilty of the illegal extension of a 4 billion baht loan to the Myanmar government, his administration's illegal issuance of 2- and 3-digit lottery tickets, and illegal amendments to a telecom concession in favor of his family's business. When he returned in August 2023 after 15 years of self-imposed exile, his combined 8-year sentence was reduced to 1 year by a royal commutation. Upon arriving in Thailand, he was whisked away to Bangkok Remand Prison, but just hours later, he was transferred to the VIP ward of the Police General Hospital, where he spent the next 6 months until he was granted parole by His Majesty the King. Then, he was discharged from the hospital due to his old age. The Supreme Court has now scheduled the hearings for July 4th, 8th, 15th, 18th, 25th, and 30th. The court summoned 20 witnesses to appear at its hearings, including a former corrections department head and physicians and nurses who treated Thaksin, as well as his medical records. Thaksin will be able to call his own witnesses at the hearings. Today's hearing came just 1 day after the Medical Council of Thailand yesterday upheld its decision to punish 3 doctors who allowed the 75-year-old Thaksin to avoid jail and spend time at the hospital. More than 2/3 of the Medical Council of Thailand voted to uphold the punishments of those doctors, 2 of which had their licenses suspended temporarily and 1 received a warning. The key issue, according to the council, was whether Thaksin was so ill that the prison hospital would be unable to treat him and would have to transfer him. It said it found no empirical evidence to support a conclusion that the former prime minister was critically ill. The council found that the doctors had issued documents that contained false medical information. Thursday's vote overrode the veto of Public Health Minister Somsak Depsutin, who is from Thaksin's Pheu Thai party and is a steadfast Thaksin ally. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
We're back with Chris, head boy at Head Start International School Phuket, who's achieved the remarkable feat of receiving 5 offers to study at Ivy League universities in the US, as well as Stanford. Chris, you've been enrolled at Head Start since preschool. What will you miss about this place when you graduate this month?
The two things I'll miss most about Head Start go hand in hand: the high quality teaching and the close-knit community. Head Start's teachers are true educators, open to discussion and discourse, to challenging points of views and listening to others. Of all the university offers, I've chosen to study at Stanford. Their motto, "The winds of freedom blow," reflects a forward-thinking mindset that aligns with the values I've developed at Head Start thanks to my teachers. At Head Start, everyone knows each other, from the teachers to support staff to students and their families, and that's something truly special. Stanford's collaborative culture reminds me a lot of Head Start, and I look forward to continuing my own journey there.
To find out more about Head Start's high-quality academic programs and teaching team, or to arrange a tour, visit headstartphuket.com.
This is the Sky9 building in Bangkok, which is reportedly worth about $3.5 billion to just over $3.8 billion at most. But the Social Security Office ended up paying $7 billion, and it's now causing a cascade of investigations. A special committee appointed by Interior Minister Anutin Charnvirakul earlier this year were instructed to audit the budget of the SSO, and they came back to him in late May with their findings. The report found that the Sky9 Center on Rama 9 Road in Bangkok was actually worth about $3 billion and at most 3.8 billion baht at the time that the SSO purchased the building, between 2022 and 2023. But the SSO, which is under the Ministry of Labor, spent 7 billion baht for the tower. The findings have since been sent to the Labor Minister, Pipat Ratchakritpakan, with Minister Anutin directing Minister Pipat to act on the findings. But regardless of what the Labor Minister does or doesn't do with the findings, People's Party MP for Bangkok, Rukchanok Srinork, who had been pursuing an audit of the SSO budget, she's stating that she will submit a petition to the National Anti-Corruption Commission to question those responsible for the horrible investment, specifically to question the Labor Minister at the time the building was bought, Suchar Chomklin, who is currently a Deputy Commerce Minister. Meanwhile, it's being reported that two firms, whose appraisals were reportedly used when the SSO decided to invest, they did not provide the Valuers Association of Thailand with the information they used to assess the building's market value as requested. This is prompting officials to take action, with the Senate committee also set to forward the findings to the NACC, as well as to the Royal Thai Police and the State Audit Office. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The 19th Laguna Phuket Marathon is taking place this weekend, with thousands of runners taking part, and motorists are being urged to avoid certain public roads during one of Thailand's largest international sporting events. Officials have announced that partial road closures will be in place tomorrow, Saturday, June 14th from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and again on Sunday, June 15th from 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. to accommodate the two-day marathon event. The race routes will take runners through the Laguna Grove activity area, nearby resort grounds, and various public roads across Chungtalay and further north into parts of Talang. The Saturday races will take participants on a course through resort landscapes, past Laguna Golf Phuket and into the grounds of Banyan Tree Phuket, continuing toward the Sirinat National Park along Layan Beach. The marathon weekend continues early Sunday morning, with longer distance events that will require more extensive road closures. The full marathon and marathon relay will both begin at 4 a.m., with the half marathon starting at 5 a.m. on Sunday. The marathon race route will take runners from Laguna Grove to the north of the island, covering areas in Chungtalay, Saku, and Nayang. For much more on this story, visit thephuket.news.com. The Phuket Red Cross Society and the blood bank at Vashida Phuket Hospital are encouraging residents to donate blood, which can save lives. There remains an urgent need for Rh-negative blood, a rare type predominantly found in foreign nationals, as most Thai nationals have Rh-positive blood. As always, accidents and medical emergencies involving tourists further drive the demand for this blood type, which is very rare in Asia. Throughout 2025, the Phuket Regional Blood Center and Vashida Hospital will continue promoting blood donations as a meaningful way to support patients in need. The mobile blood donation drives continue throughout June at the locations, dates, and times on your screen. During the rest of the month, mobile blood donation centers are being set up from Monday to Friday at hotels, schools, municipality offices, and retail centers across the island, including Phuket Town, Chungtalay, Kamala, Karon, Patong, and elsewhere. Would-be donors can also donate blood directly at the Phuket Regional Blood Center or the blood bank on the 4th floor of the outpatient building at Vashida Phuket Hospital, the information for which is now on your screen. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for ending your week with us here at Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Have a great weekend out there, and we'll see you back here next week. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.